Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Super quick video today to inform you of some good news coming out of one of our favorites, of course, Hamilton ETFs. But before we look at that, just want to discuss the quick HDIV name change. I've been getting some questions about it. So Hamilton ETFs is going to change the name of their HDIV ETF to the Canadian Covered Call ETF, right? The Hamilton Enhanced Canadian Covered Call ETF. That's the new name. I like the new name. I think it makes more sense. And it looks, it rolls off the tongue a little bit better than the multi-sector covered call ETF. So very quickly, just to make sure you see this here, and I'm looking at the press release. In case you're wondering, there's going to be no change to the investment objective, strategy, or management. Okay, so it's just the name. Just the name is going to change. The holdings have remained the same. There is absolutely no change here, everyone. And it continues to perform really well, by the way, as I'll show you in Sunday's video, which is going to be a very big important video. The Great 16 is coming up, so make sure you don't miss that video. So HDIV, they changed the name. I think they changed it because of all the Canadian listed single stock cover call ETFs coming out. So Harvest launched a bunch of them. They launched HHIC, which we did a video on recently. Purpose has their own. 9 has also launched a bunch of single stock Canadian cover call ETFs with an all-in-one as well. I'm actually meeting with the 9 portfolio manager next week to discuss them. So there's a lot of competition in the Canadian cover call space, which is my guess of why they renamed it the Canadian Covered Call ETF. But just remember, this is not purely Canadian. It's actually about 70 Canada, 30% US, right? Because it has, I feel it kind of has the best of Canada and the best of the US. What's the best of Canada? The financials. So it's very heavy on the financials, right? With HFIN and HMAX. What's the best in the US? The tech. So QMAX here is US. EMAX as well, it's energy, but if you actually look inside, remember it's mostly American or US energy companies in here. A little bit of US in the gold producers, the healthcare, that's all US. RMAX is half US. You have HBIL and HBOND, which is US as well. So it's about a 70-30 split approximately, but it's still overwhelmingly, the majority is still Canadian. So I think it's a smart move. It's a cool move. And in case you didn't know, HDIV is outperforming the XIU or the overall Canadian market by a lot. This is since inception. This is even when the third-party ETFs were in HDIV. So you can only imagine. HDIV on drip is completely destroying XIU, outperforming it, even with dividends not reinvested. So if you're not reinvesting, you're spending them, you're living off of them, you're still outperforming XIU. And fun fact, it's also on drip. HDIV is also beating VFV. It's actually outperforming the S&P 500 since inception. With dividends reinvested, without dividends reinvested, it is not. But still, just to go to show you the strong performance of HDIV. All right, so the good news is that for their DayMAX ETFs, C Day, S Day, and Q Day, there are distribution, slight distribution increases. So we're going from 18 cents. They bumped it up to 18.1 cents. Remember, these are semi-monthly, so there's 2 distributions a month. S Day, same thing, which focuses on US dividend stocks with 0 DTE covered calls on the S&P 500. C Day focuses on Canadian quality dividend stocks with those 0 DTE covered calls on the S&P 500. So both of these are going from 18 to 18.1. And you also have Q Day, which is also raising from 20 cents to 20.2. So a little bit more of a bump there for this, I guess you could say, almost pure play technology. So this one invests in XLK. So you have pure technology exposure, and they're doing those 0 DTE daily calls on the NASDAQ 100 QQQM. So just wanted to share the good news. I mean, these are fantastic, very innovative ETFs. I love how they have, some quality dividend stocks with C Day and S Day with no covered calls on those. And then they're doing the 0 DT covered calls on the S&P 500. So it's like Canadian dividend stocks meets S&P 500 0 DTE. US dividend stocks meets S&P 500 0DT, and then you have technology stocks meets NASDAQ 100 ZT. NASDAQ 100 0DT. So pretty innovative. So in case you want to know and understand what these DayMAX ETFs are all about, C Day, S Day, and Q Day, make sure to check out my really long and super informative and fun Q&A that I did with Nick Picard. You can't miss it. The thumbnail there's a lot of red in it right here. Has over 13,000 views. So if you're interested in Q Day, S Day, or C Day, you want to learn everything about them, make sure to watch this video. So hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. A very, very cool and good video tomorrow, Sunday. The Great 16 is coming out. That's going to be updated. So make sure you don't miss out on it. And thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.